Well, we are back on screen, which means it's Monday, but it's a miserable Monday. For me, it's a miserable Monday. It's personally a miserable Monday, and football-wise, it's a double, treble miserable Monday. What's going on that on the weekend? But do you know what? Here to cheer me up, there's three absolute superstars on the panel with me to try and get my frown upside down. We've got to my right, the legend DJB at the Arsenal huddle. We've got underneath him there, it's the master of the Fluirish, Shane. And to the left of him is the absolute fridge freezer, the enforcer, Normski TV. All these guys' links are pinned. So please, please, please make sure you are going and subbing. Normski's nearly at that 1K. It's criminal that he's not there. So please, can you get it? What we've got coming up today? Well, we're going to talk about a bit of Arsenal, of course. We're going to talk about Nottingham Forest. We're going to talk about captains and the managers, of course. We're going to talk a bit about Inter Milan. And we're going to find out who wins the most coveted trophy, of course, in the whole entire world football. We're going to see who is the winner of this week's Wanker of the Week. But first, DJB, on a personal level, Arsenal aside, you're in the boardroom. But you know, personally, how have you been, bud? How have you been?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Really busy day today. I couldn't do Lee's show, which I hate missing. Because Monday nights I do Lee's show, which is a brilliant show, and then I do this one, which is a brilliant show as well. So, yeah, a little bit gutted, but obviously needs must sometimes, my friend. So, yeah. Apart from that, all good. Just getting through January the best you can, and these winter nights you just get through them, don't you? And roll on the spring and that. So, but can't complain, my friend. Can't complain.
Ah, lovely, man. And what about you, Shane, my geezer?
Yeah, all good. Just finishing reordering my Tony Adams poster there. I had ordered one, but then your man got back to me about 2 weeks later to say, we don't deliver to here. He could have told me 2 weeks ago, but I'm after ordering off someone else, and it's actually a better one, so it worked out fine.
Oh,
it's the same size as these. It's obviously the classic arms out with the commentary in the background. I'm just going to get him.
He's going to sign it.
I'm going to get him to sign it when I meet him.
Yeah.
Put it up here. Yeah. So I'll be here in time because I'm not another 3 weeks. And so I'll be meeting Tone in about a month. And Glenn Helder texted me back yesterday the other day as well while I was live, man. Big old Glenn, you know what I mean? Give me a text back.
You're a man amongst the stars, didn't you, Shane? Do you know what I mean? Yes.
He only texted back.
What did he have to say for himself? What did he have to say?
He only sent back emojis, to be fair, because he put up. Do you know the way on Instagram they put up the story?
Was it love heart emojis? Was it?
It was. It was one of them. One of them was a love heart emoji.
Yeah,
because I just wrote Glenn Helder, Arsenal legend, and he just sent back like this and the heart and stuff.
Yeah.
But then when I said,
Shane, didn't he?
Then when I tried to be a bit too needy, then he's seen it and hasn't replied. So I think he's already fucking done nothing else, man. You know what I mean?
He's saying I've got a stalker here. I'm not having
that. This weirdo who 1 week is abusing me on X and then he's trying to lick the arse on Instagram. Like, if you're watching Glenn, man, I love you.
Yeah.
Big up, Glenn.
Come on, yeah, we're a fan of you on this show, but none more than the bottom right, of course. Normski. How you doing, bro? Arsenal side. How was your weekend?
All good. Well, yeah, it was an interesting weekend, to say the least. I went to go and watch my boy get his bottom slapped, proper slapped. And then I thought I'd present him with some great news and say, look, Man City are losing 2-0. And that cheered him up, you know what I mean? He came off the pitch. And like we got home and was getting all ready to sit down for Arsenal just to do us a favour. But again, they just fall short. So my weekend hasn't been that great. You know what I mean? No. Always lets us down, man. And that's what it is at the moment. So we're here to talk about it tonight, I'm sure. And I want to say big up to DJ B, big up to Shane, big up to yourself, and big up to the world-class chat.
Yeah. And talking to the chat as well, big up to Vigilante for pinning everyone's links. What a geezer. He's always doing it. Vigilante's the bollocks. And don't forget, he's got his channel as well. Vigilante, pin your own link as well with that, brother. Come on, man. Big up to Quaja in the building. He's saying big up the legends as always. Big up to you, Quaja. Gavin's always here. Andy's always here nice and early as well. Big up to you, Gavin. Enough respect for that, my friend. Hope you're well, mate. We got Gunnar SC's always here as well. Big up to Aaron, Shano, Robbie Senior, and Papa DJB. Big up. We got Lux in the building. Big up to Lux. How you doing, mate? You sound specific as well. Big up to the DJB. Big up to you, Lux, brother. And we got the legend Martin Tapp as well. He's got the guns out. Sun's out, guns out. Well, it's rainy and more than anything, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like Mikel is on our parade, I suppose, at the minute. Big Sam, big up to Aaron in the panel. Big up to you, Martin. We got Binksy. Big up to you, my girl. Still looking forward to hopefully afterwards as well, we'll have a nice little embrace because we're going to Wembley.
Do you know what, right? Aaron, just coming in on the Binksy, right? Yep. Shane might be getting his poster for Tony Adams. Me and you I'm telling you, we'll get Binks to sign. I'm telling you, I can't wait. Meeting Binks is just as important.
Yeah. So big tone, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And Glenn Elder, do you know what I mean?
Don't talk about my Glenn like that. Don't talk about my Glenn. Don't talk about my Glenn.
Put the brakes on his
sound. Fair enough. I draw the line at Glenn. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? Sorry, Shane. So we're in YouTube and everyone has to apologise. So Shane, I'm sorry. I won't ever do that again. Do you forgive me, Shane? Thank you so much.
Yeah, once. Last time, Glenn. No Glenn.
Yeah. Big up the mic, man. Get him out. Come on. We need some composure, lad. We need some what? We need some great
composure, lad.
You need some great composure, lad. That's exactly what we need. Do you know what I mean? Composure, lad. Hey, Gallagher. What do we need, you Gallagher?
Great composure, lad.
Good stuff. Well done, Gallagher. Yeah, well done, Gallagher, you bastard. You fucking bastard, Gallagher.
I knew you had some
Nash is in the building.
I knew you had some Irish connections.
Big up Paul Nash in the building. Big up the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Big up to you, Nash. I hope you're doing good. We got Lynchers in the building as well. We got the Giz. We got Darren Martin in the building. Who else we got before we make a proper start? We got Black Crows in here, man. Big up to you, brother. We got JCG. Big up to JCG. We got Declan's decided to turn in. Big up to you, brother. The Assembles jumped in. What a fridge freezer. Who else we got just before we make a start? 30 Banson thing. Boom. Let's fucking go. Obviously, we are off the back of horrendous, what I believe is a horrendous footballing weekend. Some might say we've gained a point. Well, you ain't Liam Gallagher, and yes, we have gained a point, but we've also kind of sold us Arsenal fans here on this side of the fence that we just still ain't ready to take that leap. Now we may still win this title, but fuck me, we're gonna have to be given it. I think we're gonna have to be given this title. I said to Shane earlier on while we was on the phone, I'm actually looking at Manchester City's games more than us and getting more excited that they might drop points more than Arsenal might gain them. You know what I mean? That's my source of winning the title now, is hoping Manchester City fail. This is where we're at for Arsenal. And for everyone in the chat as well, when we come to analyse it, we've got excellent heads that are going to do that. I'm not joking when I say this. I fell asleep for 30 minutes of that second half. I fell asleep. I literally, and for me, being that geezer, I have lasered the centre of my telly to my centre of my eye because I stand up and watch football. I fell asleep. Like, that's no joke. This football team, this manager, this crap, this shit that I watched and continue to watch puts me on my arse, and it put me to sleep for 30 minutes. I woke up on 85th minute and I just looked at him for an hour, for fuck's sake. Yeah, that's where it's at. DJB, you may have managed to keep your eyes awake for it, but what the fuck did you watch on Saturday, mate? Before we get into the pressing sort of things about it, let's round it up and then we'll dig into it. What the fuck was that, D?
It's what we've been witnessing for a few number of seasons now, Aaron. Do you know what I mean? We was having this conversation last season. Performances were below par and lackluster in attack, and certain players going missing. It's just rinse and repeat. I'm just fed up of the club not grabbing the ball by the horns and really going for it, and just kind of being miles out there. And as you said, we're looking at the Man City results, and thank God Man City have fallen off, because if Man City put a run together, we would be in absolute dire trouble. With no way we'd be top of the league. We think, I mean, we're kind of top of the league by default, really. And it's not the reason, it's not the way I want to look at it. I want to look at being top of the league because we deserve to be top of the league. I want to look at being top of the league because we're playing good football and we're, and it doesn't matter what Man City do, win, lose or draw. I shouldn't have to keep relying on Man City and Villa, if you like, dropping points. I should be sitting there going, well, if Man City win, doesn't matter because we're going to go and steamroll Nottingham Forest. If Man City win their next game, don't matter because we're going to go and steamroll. We're going to go get 3 points off of Man United. But right now, a season on, £1 billion in, a strike force in place, I'm still having to look over my shoulder and worry about what other teams are doing because I can't trust this manager and this football team to pull results out the bag to convince me that we are champions. And, it's frustrating and it has to be called out. So you've got certain areas of the pitch where we've so-called strengthened and it looks worse, Aaron. It looks worse. You got the captain, which I'm sick and tired of talking about him, if I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I'm just sick and tired of talking about him. I don't even think he deserves to get the airtime on channels, to be honest. He's not a captain. He's a bang average player. And if you're telling me that he's playing well enough to keep Eze out of the team, who's been the most prolific attacking striker in the last 2-3 seasons, then I'm watching a different game. I'm watching a completely different game. I'm fed up with a manager making like-for-like substitutions. He's in-game management again. He doesn't change anything. He doesn't try to kind of give you a lift. Doesn't try to keep you awake if you've fallen asleep. He tries nothing. He's like-for-like substitutions and he's playing the same tactics. And
predictable, isn't it? It's the most predictable manager of all time.
Yeah, and this is what we're witnessing. We're not just everyone's going, oh, you're overreacting. We're 7 points clear and it's one game, but it's not. If you look back over this season and you look back over last season, it's very, very similar. The only difference being is Man City and Liverpool have not capitalised on it. Because if Liverpool had got their up and running and kept their early season form going, if Man City ever click into gear now, if they start to go on a roll, I honestly fear that we could easily be taken from the top of the league because we're not taking responsibility, Aaron. We're not taking responsibility. The manager's still shrugging his shoulders, grasping at penalty decisions. We should have had a penalty, and then the fans say, "Oh yeah, we were robbed," and this, that, and the other. And it's just a merry-go-round. It's just a constant merry-go-round of bad performances, individual performances as well. I mean, let's not just get on to the manager on this. You've got to look at players as well. Some of them players have been awful. Some of them players have been absolutely awful, And I'm looking at Saka. I'm looking at Odegaard. I'm looking at Martinelli. They're just don't they want it? This is what I'm trying to say. They obviously don't want the title. They obviously must look at Man City and go, "Oh, it's all right. Man City's dropped points. It don't matter now, then, does it? We can roll up. We can take a point. If we lose, we lose. It don't matter." The test will come if Man City start to go on a roll and win a few games. Now they've got Gahey in place and all of that, and they sort their defence out. I don't think that we will have the kind of mentality to bounce back again because they're not showing it at the moment, Aaron. There's too many inept performances, and the manager's just the manager, isn't he? He's just Arteta. He don't know what to do in game. Nah. He's just hoping his plan A gets him across the line. He's sticking to the same principles. He's sticking to the same players that he picks week in, week out. And Yeah, it's poor. It's poor. And as you said, Aaron, and I'll end on this. We may get over the line. We may win a league title, but I'm sorry if that's going to give him another 3-4 years at this football club, and I've got to sit through and witness that, because you can't wing it next season. Because when you are champions, the bar raises even higher and the expectations go even higher.
Yeah.
And every time that happens, he can't raise with it. And that's my fear. My fear that if we do win the title, he's going to be here for another 3 years. He's going to pick the same players. A lot of the players have fallen off the end of the cliff. Their performance levels are dreadful. And if he's here for the next 3 years picking that team, I said on my channel yesterday, we'll be lucky to finish 5th or 6th next season.
Yeah, yeah. And do you know what? That's where I wanted to come on as well. And I want to bring Shane in on this. And you were talking about the substitutions, which I want to get to as well, which I think were just like you sort of tapped on it there. So predictable and obvious and crap. But Shane, man, the starting lineup. Yeah, the starting lineup is what it is, but there's a lot of players in that lineup that are not in form at all whatsoever, is there? And you know, at the start of the season, I think we were getting a lot of points where we were having a lot of players, or the majority of players in that starting 11 were at least 6 or 7, some of them 7s or 8s. Now we're seeing too many poor performances from certain players. I mean, look, you can forgive the Declan Rices and the Timbers for having the odd stinker. I know all of us can here, because that's the anomaly. They're not used to having that. You're going to have a bad performance from time to time as professionals. I forgive them, but it's now the Odegaards, which we will definitely get into a little bit more later. The Odegaards, he's just churning in stinker after stinker now. You know, you've got the Martinellis. I'm sorry, dude. Like, you're missing chances like that. They're the chances that win you titles. They're the chances that when you titles, putting that game 1-0 up, and he's missing open goals for fun. You got the Maduekes, who we've signed, and do you know what? Yeah, he does look kind of dangerous and this and all that, Shane. But he don't fucking do anything. He don't do anything. Saka, just where's your end product gone? Like, we know you've got it. We know you've got it because we've got the history. Where's it gone? Shane, talk to me through this. We've got too many players playing poorly. The system's crap.
Yeah,
we're not playing good football individually and collectively. There's an issue, isn't there, bud?
Yeah, well, on the Declan Rice thing, strap in for more of those performances. That's 2 in a row. He physically can't do. He's in the Saka situation now. He's in the Saka situation now, where I was saying this to you on the phone. I think it was you anyway. We were saying that with Saka, it's his burst of pace. That's what his whole career has been built on. Declan Rice isn't a midfielder that will beat 3 players and slip a ball in like Pedri. He's not a midfielder that like Rodgers that will run at people and drop out wide and whip it in, or do whatever's needed, or take a shot from 20 yards and put it in the top corner. His biggest asset is his engine. That's it. That's what makes him a great player, is his engine. And he's taken it away from him. And he's taken Saka's burst of pace away from him with injuries. He's taken Rice's engine away from him with fatigue. That's why Rice is so annoyed at the end of the game, because I was likening it to when I was in the kitchens, and I'd be running the kitchen and I'd be the strongest person in the kitchen. But you can come in on a day when you're hungover, or you're not feeling it, or whatever the case may be, you fought with the missus and you're not in the mood for carrying the team. You need someone else to step up and be the person to, oh, look, I got you. And he's looking around at all these players going, are any of you going to step up when I can't do this? Are any of you going to step up? No, okay, fair enough. We'll take the draw then. He's sick of the tactics. And with Saka, it's the burst of pace. It's gone. I'm sorry, it's gone. We've said it for time. He's never going to be the same player. Yeah. He'll have moments, and over the rest of the season, Rice will have games where he's unbelievable again. They're just going to get few and far between where he's the same dominant player. And we knew what would happen when he dropped. We said it, if he gets injured. The last 2 games he's played, but he hasn't been there, and we've drawn 0-0 both games. It's no coincidence. It's not a coincidence. And you can talk about City. Oh, they've dropped off. Well, I said this to you as well. November, I think 27th. It was just before we came into December. We were 7 points clear of City.
Yep, you did say
7 points clear of City. They've apparently had the biggest fall off that anybody's ever seen, and we're 7 points clear of City.
It's a great point.
So, over the last month and a half, we've had the exact same form as them. It's just been spread out, right?
Yeah.
This is a City that's fallen off the cliff. and we're the best team in Europe. We're going to win. We're going to win the Champions League, So sleep on them all you want. If City string 6 wins together, they'll catch us. Right? If they string 6 wins together, they'll catch us because we won't. We certainly will not. I'm looking at United and Leeds, and I'm thinking there's a chance that we could come out of this with 2 points. Like there really is a chance we could come out of this with 2 points or 4 even. I'll put it this way: I don't see us winning both of them. I really don't see us winning both of them. Right? Yeah. United at home, maybe. Leeds away. I'm close to writing that off. I think. And you know what? You know what it is as well. Farke isn't sitting there going, right, well, we've got a game this week. I'll play my full team and try and get 3 points and then maybe rest against Arsenal because we don't have a hope. Like people used to against City. He's going, fucking Arsenal on the 31st. I can't wait for this. I'm going to give it to them. Right? That's what he's not scared of Arsenal. Yeah. He's not scared. No one's scared of Arsenal. Curtis Shaw apparently said today, I didn't see it, but he knows someone in that works within Forest and said they weren't worried at all about our tactics. No. They weren't bothered. They couldn't care less. Why would they? They knew what we do.
Predictable.
I was just checking it today before I came on. 22-23. Right around this time, City lost 3 and drew 1 in the space of, I think it was 8 games. They got 13 points from a possible 24. 13 points from a possible 24. In and around the form that they're on now if they win a couple. And what happened at the end of that season? They still caught us. Right? They still caught us. So they have these stumbles all the time. Oh, it's not the same City. Fine. But we're shit as well. So let's remember that. If people were saying this isn't the same City and this was Klopp's Liverpool ago, the league's over. Because he's just going to streak away because it's not the same City. But the same City doesn't have to catch us. Because the same City, if it was the City of old, they'd be about 8 points clear of us now. Right?
Easily.
I get it's not the same City. But they still have Haaland. They didn't have him in 22-20. Or they did, sorry, they did have him in 22-23. But the thing is, they have Haaland. They have Cherky. They have Bernardo Silva. They have Foden.
A better Doku. He's not great, Doku, but a better Doku.
I know. I think Doku's a very good player. I think Doku. Yeah. So I'm not Semenyo's big fan, but they're still better attacking players than what we have across the board. Yeah. Right? Across the board, better attacking players than what we have. Oh, the defense. They've let in 5 more than us. The same amount of clean sheets. Oh no, 1 less now because we got 1. So 1 less clean sheet, and they're in ribbons apparently. So they're every time that we have the potential for them to show up for training and going, let's just concentrate on the Champions League. We don't slam the door. 3 times now we've had the opportunity to do it. 3 times. Yeah. And there's been games this season, Chelsea game in particular, the Villa game, and the game at the weekend with Anderson, with Tielemans in the Villa game, with Reece James in the Chelsea game, where one single midfielder has bossed all 3 of ours. Tielemans bossed all 3 of our midfielders on his own. Reece James bossed all 3 of our midfielders on his own. On his own. Not a problem. Running rings around and breaking up play. Oh, they didn't have a shot on target, guys. Forest didn't have a shot on target. The reason teams don't have shots on target against us is because whenever we defend, we put 8 players in the box. Now, there is shots that are on target. They just hit a defender before they get to the keeper. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like they're not having shots. We didn't have a shot on target in the first half against Forest. Nobody's talking about that. And by the way, on that penalty, that never would have been given because a split second before it, Jesus kicks him in the chest. So VAR would have gone, well, right before he handles it, he gets kicked in the chest. There's no way that penalty was ever going to be given. It's not a penalty. It's just like when a player's offside and they get brought down, but the linesman has to put his flag up and they go, oh, penalty. Yeah. And then they check it and go, well, it was offside, so it can't be a penalty.
Yeah.
Right? So it would have gone back. They can say all they want about, and the fact that we're concentrating on that is pathetic, by the way. It's absolutely pathetic to be concentrating on that. City were playing United. 20 minutes into it, Dallo should have walked. Every referee on the planet saying, well, that's a red. Every pundit saying that's a red. Every player saying that's a red. So City would have beaten United. There's no way 10 men United beat City. All that momentum goes out of them the second they get a player sent off. So these things happen. And we statistically have the most decisions that have gone for us this season. If they want to go through all of that on Sky, they put it up. We've had the most by a country mile that have gone for us that shouldn't have gone for us. 7 points.
Really, that's interesting. I haven't seen that.
Yeah, but no one's talking about it. Yeah, but no one's talking about it.
Nobody's talking about it. That's why you haven't seen
it. Have you got it as a thing?
I'll dig it out. It hasn't been sent to me. But
yeah. All good. Yeah. I'm just intrigued to just see from my head. No.
That's why, because it's not being promoted. It's not being promoted. If we were bottom of it, it'd be everywhere. It'd be everywhere. AFTV put up that Gyökeres has the least space when receiving the ball or something ridiculous. The most ridiculous stat I've ever seen, right? But anyway, I'm going a bit around the houses here. City will at some City won't they won't stay in this form forever, right? They won't. The players are too good. And every time they're about to get to drop the head, we let them back in. Now, as soon as they close the 7 points to anything, 6, 5, whatever the case may be, for me, that's it. Then they'll catch us. I know they will. I just know them mentality-wise because our manager is Mikel Arteta, right? And he's already shitting the bed. You can see it in him. He's shitting the bed. Doesn't know what to do. The players don't know what to do. Tactics are the same. He's going to force Havertz back in. Odegaard is terrible. He'll play a full team against Inter tomorrow night. You can be sure of that. And then we're risking more injuries. But
we'll get to that.
I just look at, do you know what? If City don't beat Wolves at the weekend, then it's over, right? For me, it's over. Then we will win it because City are just not it anymore. Now, I don't think they will. They're at home.
They're at home. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't think they will. But Wolves have had better form than them recently, funny enough. But when City beat them, if we don't beat United, it's right back on again. And you know what? As I say, it's right back on. For me, it's still on because I still think City will win the league. I still think they'll win the league. We still have to play them possibly in a cup final. But I'll finish on this. I'm less confident now, 7 points clear, than I was before the weekend at 6 points clear. Yeah. Because of what we did again when we had the chance.
Yeah.
So I'm less confident now with less games and more points. That's what this manager does to me. And that's what he does to the players.
Before Normski comes in, I just want to say hello to Oregon Dow in the chat. Big up to you, mate. I've always kept this one specifically for you, brother.
Oh, nice one, brother.
Nice one, brother.
Nice one, brother.
I said, nice, bruv.
Nice one, brother.
I said, nice, bruv.
Big up, Dow. Yeah, nice one, brother. Big up, Dow, mate. Hope you're well, my friend. Normski, man.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah, I mean Shane's making obviously a lot of great points as well. DJB is making a lot of fantastic points. It's a frustrating sort of thing as well. And one of the things that Shane mentioned there as well that I hadn't really sort of given too much of a thought about when he mentioned about the Champions League. And you don't have to start on this, Norms. You can obviously start where you want. But I sit there and I just thought to myself, do you know what? We could almost have this league wrapped up. And when Shane said about the Champions League, I was like, yeah, you know, we've done our job in the Champions League to be able to rest our team for the end of the Champions League, to concentrate on the league, to get that boost ahead, 10 points, 11 points, 12 points ahead, to then be able to rest our players in possibly some league games for the knockouts of the Champions League. But it just hasn't worked out that way. It could have actually have all slotted nicely into place for us. It's a fantastic point. I've thought about that. Big up.
No, yeah, I mean,
that's why I love listening to you guys.
Yeah, no, but on that point, it's just Arteta has this agenda. He needs to finish top. Do you know what I mean? And he needs to have all these stats ticked off and that. So he will
at the detriment, though, innit?
At the detriment of the players. Yeah. At the detriment of us trying to win this league. What a massive incentive we had at the weekend. After watching Man United slap Man City, I had smiles on my face. I was on Rashid's show. We was getting excited. Yeah, listen, this is it. This is the time now that we can go to Nottingham Forest. Yeah, a team that has, I think, only won one game at home in the last 10. I can't remember what the actual figures. Something
silly stat, yeah.
It's a mad stat, and you get all the But the thing is, right, and the crazy thing about this, guys, is that. The excuse is, well, you know, it's not enough for us. You know, not a lot of teams can go there and win. But you've just seen that's, you know, they only won, right?
Well, 6 teams have gone there and won.
Exactly. So
more than half.
And so they have to find some excuse because what it is, it's about them coping. It's about that. This is Nottingham Forest, guys. It is Nottingham Forest. Yeah. Again, we go there and you're thinking, come on, let's take the game to these players. No, all we got was literally training ground football, side to side football. I was like, what are we doing now? Are we not taking this seriously now? Yeah. Have you not seen what's happened to Man City? Do you want this or not? Now you've let the door open and Man City are just there. I'll tell you what happened after that game. Yeah, Pep got on the phone to all his players. He just got on the phone. Yeah, Haaland. This was just happening there, mate. We knew it. We knew it's going to happen, didn't we? We knew this was going to happen, guys. Listen, don't worry, yeah, because these guys have not got the mentality to do it, and you can clearly see that he himself, Arteta, standing on the sidelines, doesn't know what to do. He hasn't got a clue. I'm telling you, this guy tactically he ain't good. How can people be saying that this guy is one of the top 10 coaches in the world? What? Just what? Changing light for light, 4-3-3 all the time. Listen, I was listening to Curtis today, and just to pick up on what Shane said, Curtis said he's got people that he knows that work for Nottingham Forest, right? Timber, who's playing on the left-hand side, yeah, he's not a left back, right? He's better at right back, right? They said they moved, what's the guy's name? What's the guy that used to play for Chelsea? Is it Hudson-Odoi?
Hudson-Odoi,
Right, they moved him over to that side. He normally plays on it. They moved him over to that side because they watched the previous game where he was struggling. Okay, they watched the previous game, so they said, right, we're going to move him over there. And they said, as a matter of fact, they said you don't have to worry. They said it's actually quite easy to play Arsenal because we know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to pass the ball to Saka. Okay, Madueke was playing and he had an awful game. I think he just strutted on there thinking he could. I mean, his stats, Madueke's stats, right, since Chelsea now, no assists in 20 plus games, no goals, no assists in 20 plus games. I don't know if it's 25, 26. I can't remember the actual figure.
Embarrassing.
And we spent 50 odd million on this guy. Yeah, and people will say, it will come true. 50 odd million. What a waste of money.
No one wanted him, Noms.
No one wanted him. And the fact is, right, if he was at Chelsea, he would be the fourth choice. Listen, why are we taking a fourth choice winger to us? Oh, Mikel Arteta has to prove a point. And this is exactly what we're dealing with, guys. This is what we're doing. We're dealing with a guy that is narcissistic, has one tunnel vision, and he has to prove everybody wrong that he's going to be able to play without a number 9 because he doesn't play with a natural 9. He can't play with a number 9. He can't. He doesn't know tactically how to coach an out-and-out striker. He can't. He can't do it. And his formation is just the same. Like for like, you come on. There was no change whatsoever. It's literally, they came on, no change. What did we see tactically to do? And the other thing as well, every time we come up against a team that doesn't play a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 4, whatever you want it, wherever we're outnumbered in the midfield, we don't have control of the game. And Arteta wants to come out and say, oh, we dominated the game. Yes, you dominated the game because you're passing half the time in your own half. Yeah? And then we can't break down low blocks. So why comes Man City can break down low blocks? Because we take so long to pass the ball, right, from out the back. And we just literally, when we used to watch Arsenal play, I used to count how long it would take to get the ball from the back and into the back of the goal, sometimes under 10, 12 seconds.
Yeah.
Right? You got Raya standing on the ball for about, he would have probably been told to go and get a corner. So say
letting them get into a low block, Norms. We let them get into it.
That's what it is. We literally let
them complain about it.
Everyone get back in position. Done it against Liverpool.
That's right. We are the easiest team to position.
We play like we're 2-0 up, 3-0 up in every game.
All the time.
Every game.
All the time.
There's no urgency. And then what happens? We react. Yeah. So as we get closer to the end, and then the opposition grow into it. Yeah, they grow into the game. You're thinking, oh my gosh, right? Hang on a minute. They score a goal, or we allow them on to us, and then we end up either drawing the game. City are looking at this and saying, no problem. We bottled an 8-point lead. We're only 7 points, and as Shane rightly said, December 7 points. We're exactly at the same place we was in December. So how on earth will we improve? And then you want everybody's got to focus on the penalty. How about go and score? That becomes irrelevant then, right?
Yeah.
If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you get it. So let's start blaming PJ Malone, blaming VAR, blaming all of this. Go and do your job. Go and put teams away. You have the capability to do it, but because of this Arteta and his tactics and the way he wants them to play, it's literally this is Arteta ball, and I'm telling you, it's the worst football out of all the teams in this league. I'd rather sit down. I don't Wolves lose, but I'd rather sit down and watch Wolves play because they play better football than us.
Might be a couple of surprises in it, Norms, with the way they play. With us, you know everything that's coming. You know every pass. You know every pass that's coming. You know who it's going to next. You can sit there and predict it and be
Shane, I'm sitting with my boy, and this is us, right? Okay, ball comes out to Saliba. Yeah, Saliba passes to Gabriel. Oh wait, he's going to pass it to Supermini. Watch. Wait, he's
Rice is going to come back, collected off Supermini.
Yes, he's going to come back and collect
Yeah.
it. Recycle FC. That's all we do.
Goes to
Recycle
Odegaard.
FC.
Odegaard shimmies to the left, passes. to the
Odegaard
left.
shimmies
Does
to
a
the
step
left.
over with no one around him.
We've
and
been like
flicks
this,
it back.
Step
we've
over
been
with
like
no
this
one
for about
about.
2 or 3 seasons. Nothing's different.
Yeah.
Step over
And-
with nobody about.
Apart from
Step
22,
over.
apart from the 22-23 season, this is how we've been every single game.
Every.
On the whole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and,
Do you know
and
what?
I'll go one forward. Sorry,
Go on,
before
go
you
on.
come in, I'll be really
No, you
quick on
good?
what Norm said about Mad Wakey. I put money that if we hadn't have gone in from Mad Wakey would be off training with Sterling and all. Honestly, I think they would have binned them off.
Yeah.
They would have binned them off.
Yeah,
They were done with
They
him.
would.
They
would.
probably were going, right, getting ready to tell him, and then the phone rings. Oh, 50 minutes. Fucking brilliant. We were about to bin him
Like
off.
Mustafi, Gary Neville was like we were ready to fuck him off, and also come in with
yeah.
Guys, they talk about us. They talk about us, and Arteta took over a team from the darkness. We look at the players that we had. Why are you getting players like these? Havertz, Willian, Sterling. If I'm an owner of a club and you're bringing in these kind of players under Eddie, both of you are getting sacked.
I'll take Ozil
Both of
over
you are
all
getting
of them.
sacked.
I'll take Ozil over any of them.
But we haven't wasted any money, Norms, apparently, compared to to some people.
Oh,
But
yeah.
this is the problem. I mean, everyone keeps saying about our squad depth, and we've got the best squad since the Ivory days. I've been banging on about this squad all along. I think it's bang overrated. I think it's bang
It
average.
is.
I think it's bang average.
look, this is my mate. I've known him for absolute years. He's proper chills. Big up, Chris. We couldn't believe how lucky we was you took Nonny from us. There you go. Straight from a Chelsea fan's mouth. Couldn't believe it. Big up to you, Chris. Big up to Matty as well.
No Chelsea fan has mentioned this season when Chelsea have been in and out of form. And
We missed Nonny.
Oh God, I wish we had Madwake back. In the club.
Yeah.
No one.
If only we had Nonny.
No one.
Look at
See,
Brentford without
right?
Norcard, man. They've never had a better
The
season.
thing is, right, you go on squad depth. Our squad depth is Eze that he doesn't use, and that's about it. That's the squad depth. Because we've got no right back other than Ben White. We've got no left back. There is no left back at the football club. People say, oh, yeah, we've got Calafiori. He's not a left back. Right? He is not an out-and-out left back. He's a centre half. He's moulded him into a left back because he goes marauding off and running around the field like an headless chicken. Yeah? He's always injured anyway. Tommy Asu settings. Right? So there's no left back. There's no left-sided midfield player. Trossard's had a good season, but is he going to keep that up every single season? Probably not. Martinelli's woeful. Been saying sell him for God knows how long. So you can go through the team individually. Zubimendi, you'll get 1 or 2 good games, then you'll get 3 or 4 bad games. But he's world class, apparently. Well, every world class that I've seen over the years of watching football gives you 8, 9 out of 10 every single game. They don't have one good game against Liverpool and then go missing in a big game against Nottingham Forest 4 or 5 days later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's another one. So the squad is bang overrated.
Average.
It's been hyped up.
Yeah.
It's overrated. And people are saying, oh, yeah, but it's this and this. I understand that we have got depth in defence. I like Mosquera. I like Hincapié. I understand that we have got, a little bit of backup defensively. But our attack is woeful. It's woeful.
I'll come to that.
It's awful. Our attack is absolutely woeful. It's lacking ideas. It's lacking creativity. It's lacking excitement. It's lacking in pace in certain areas. We're not pulling defenders around. We're easy to defend against. And this is what. And
DJB, yeah. When you're watching Arsenal play, yeah, for crying out, move, yeah, pass and move, pass the ball quick, yeah.
Get it
then
moving.
You catch teams out. It's literally, I'm watching it. I'm shouting at the screen, and my son is saying, "Dad, why are you shouting at the TV? They can't hear you."
Yeah, but it's
frustrating.
That's what I think. It's
frustrating. You can't help it, can you?
We haven't got a midfield player that gets the ball and runs and creates space and opens it all up.
The only one that does that
then
is
he'll
a certain man
pause.
called Ethan Smith-Rowe.
Yeah. Then he'll pause.
Yeah.
Then he'll drop to the right.
Where is
then
he?
He'll give a little ball to the left. Right. There's no one. I was watching. I was watching Everton yesterday, and I said it on my chat. I was watching Everton. Dwight McNeil.
Yeah.
Dwight McNeil.
Watch the game.
Getting the ball, carrying it 20 yards, 30 yards, running, creating space, easing the pressure off of the defenders. Yeah, spinning Villa onto the back foot, making them all track back. Moyes' tactics were brilliant. He put Grealish out on the left, hugged the touchline. You hug the touchline. Don't want you coming in inverted. You hug the touchline. You're a way out. We can get you the ball, get us up the pitch, get a foul. Dwight McNeil, as soon as you get the ball, attack the space. That's what he was doing. Barry, you just run the channels, and we'll just knock it long to you, and we'll try and turn the defender that way, right? Basic. When we are defending, 2 banks of 4, and we'll defend on the edge of our box. Changed it all. He changed it from the first half. This guy Arteta, I'm watching Arteta, and I'm thinking, right, okay, we need to change it up here. Why didn't you try 2 at the top?
Do you know what? That's exactly what I want to ask, Steve. Sorry to cut you midway there. And this is what I wanted to bring it on, and it's not. I just had to segue it in there. Why on earth, in terms of the substitutions, why does he always take Gyökeres off for Gabriel Jesus? It's 0-0 for crying out loud. It's not like you're 2-0 or you're 3-0 and you just want to rest one and give minutes to the other. Why would you, if you're going for a game, why would you take your most prolific striker on to bring on a striker that doesn't score goals? Sometimes Jerry can play well.
I tell you why, right? Because he's a coward.
Why can't you just fucking change something?
He hasn't got the
transformation to account both of them.
He hasn't got.
I know why. It's frustrating.
He hasn't got the ability, and he's a coward. See, although Gyökeres again weren't having his best of games, but keep him up top. Put Jesus alongside him. Try 2 up top. Leave Madueke on.
If he's losing with 10 minutes left, if he's losing with 10 minutes left, he might. If he's drawing, he won't because he's afraid he'll let the goal in.
It's all about that, isn't it, Shane? That's why we will never take that step forward because we've got a manager. He wants these unbeaten
records. He wants meaningless unbeaten records, and he wants to be top of the Champions League table.
Because that's what keeps you in a job, Shane.
That's what keeps you with the top gooners, right? But that's it. That's the way his mind works every time. It's about protecting himself and stupid little records. And he against Newcastle, he threw Marino up front when we were desperate and 1-0 down, and it looked like we were having a really bad start to the season. He put 2 up top then, and it worked. Funnily enough, we won 2-1. But that's because we were losing the game. And when it went 1-1, he still went defensive. Remember, then he locked it up again, and then he scored from a corner. Right, so even when we equalised, he still took the extra one off when we were pushing forward and went defensive, and we just happened to score from a corner. So the only time he will do it, you will see him do it, is if we are 1 down and there's about 8 minutes left. Then maybe he might throw an extra person up front, but it will still be a Marino or a Jesus who drops deep, and it won't be Gyökeres. And I know we're going on, but about the way he's dropping these players and stuff like that. He's brought on in Odegaard's position. He's had Odegaard in the last 2 games, then Marino, then Havertz, then Eze. Eze is now 4th choice in that position. 4th choice in the position where he plays, and Ethan is 5th. This guy's a lunatic, man. He has Marino ahead of him. He has Havertz ahead of him, and he obviously has Odegaard ahead of him. And on that as well, Saka had a niggle before the Forest game. Yeah, right? Came out afterwards that he had a niggle. Instead of saying, "I'm not going to risk you his injury," I'll put Ethan on the bench. He didn't even put Ethan on the bench.
He can't even get in the stadium.
It's disgrace.
It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. You're bringing. Yeah, go on.
But even if it comes to just, as a tactical thing, or as a reason to protect your players, it would have made more sense to put Ethan on the bench. So even then, he will still put an injured player on the bench and then bring him on. The guys are. He's got
no trust. See, the thing is, everyone keeps going about the squad depth, but he's got no trust in the depth. He doesn't use it. He hasn't used it. Look at the players he's used. Look at the players he's used all season. Yeah. He hasn't used Norgard hardly at all. Don't know why.
33 minutes in the Premier League.
I haven't got a clue why we bought Norgard, but every time I've seen
33 minutes in the Premier League,
he's done all right. Every time I've seen him, he's done okay.
Not in the Premier
League. He won't use Ethan. He's gone. Skelly now. He'd rather play Timber at left back than put Skelly left back.
Well, Skelly won't make the bench. As soon as Calafiori and Cappier come back, Skelly won't be on the bench anymore.
No.
Do you know what? Just quickly, boys, on that as well, because you said Norgard, we got a super chat in there. Big up to you, Siggy, mate. And he says as well, he ain't puzzled about the Norgard usage. He was a captain for a decent team that finished 10th last year. He isn't good enough to give Rice or Zubi a break, and that's the whole thing. I agree with you. Yeah, 33 minutes. I mean, granted, you know, I didn't expect really to see, you know what I mean, 22 games under his belt, but I did expect to see a few. I did expect to see a few. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, a couple of starts, and there has been plenty of games, isn't there, Shane? DJB.
Where Royce has been injured, and there's
exactly
games where the
right.
boys have been injured.
Exactly right.
You know what I mean?
There's been plenty of games where we've been. There's but well, not, I wouldn't say plenty, but there's been games where we've been comfortable.
I even said Villa away. He should have started for just to get Zubamendi out of the firing line. He should have started that game. He would have suited him.
There's been minutes. There's definitely been starts. Absolutely, Shane. You're 100% right. There's definitely been plenty of more minutes up for grabs in terms of subs on when we've been comfortable in games, i.e. 2-0 and onwards on the 80th minute. He could have come on for 10 minutes as for insurances. Obviously, I mean, you'd like to see more, but you kind of get the point that I'm coming with. There were minutes available for a player like Norgard, not necessarily to just bring Norgard in because of his excellence, but to just give them minutes, give those guys a rest. Give minutes in Declan Rice's legs, Zubamendi's legs, someone's legs. Do you know what I'm saying? As well as obviously putting minutes in his. You can't just then expect, let's just say Zubamendi goes down injured. God for bloody bid Declan Rice. And now you all of a sudden, you kind of have to use Norgard. He's got 30 minutes in his legs, half hour. I've done more walking in my job today.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I'm saying? I've walked around one particular job. I've done more steps more than he's probably played football in the Premier League this season. Yeah. In one job. That's just going up a couple of flights of stairs and into a loft. Do you know what I mean? It's not good enough.
Look at the way he's
good enough
treated
management.
players,
Big
though,
up
Aaron.
to Stiggy.
Look at Eze. Look at Eze. Look at the way he's treated him. I mean, come on. You're telling me Eze can't get ahead of Odegaard right now?
But he can't get ahead of Marino. You can't get ahead of...
Can't get ahead of Marino. Can't get ahead of Odegaard. Can't get ahead of anyone. Right now, Eze can't get on and start a football match. Everyone wanted to sign him. Everyone wanted him at the club. Arsenal fans were gassed that he was coming to the club. We got Eze. We got Eze. We got Eze. What did me and Shane and all that say on the roundabout and big up Dan all the time? Doesn't matter who he signs. He'll throw him under the bus. It doesn't matter who he signs. He'll ruin them.
Yeah.
Gorkaris.
These are players that he clearly didn't want.
Gorkaris. I don't want this manager to have any more money. Why is that then? You're negative. That's because it doesn't matter who we sign. He's going to throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
Gorkaris is now
into what he does, they're finished.
Gorkaris is his scapegoat. All the emphasis now is on Gorkaris, and
that's it.
Everything away from the manager. Yeah. Everything.
Everybody, you got people blaming Gorkaris for losing that game.
Yeah.
I'm not losing the game, drawing the game. But the thing is, right, DJB, right? Martin Kemp. I'm not calling him Martinelli. Martin Kemp, right? You've got an open goal.
Oh,
you're right. You're right footed.
He's shocking.
Yeah, shoot with your right foot. Why are you trying to take it with your left foot? My son shot it. He goes, why is it? He says, Dad, why is it every time when Martinelli is going for a goal, he's always like on the way down, falling? Like, what? Can't you just stand up? You could have just placed that. It's a simple tap in, and he decides to go with his left foot. So it's kind of hit him. It's kind of the knuckle like that side, and I'm like, my God.
No, exactly. But Harry's Martinelli scoring a hat-trick and then getting in the first 11, and yet Eze's scoring a hat-trick, and all he's done is played about 40 minutes of football.
All right, listen, he doesn't like him. Simple things. It's simple as that.
He don't like him.
He don't like him.
That first game of the season.
You've got Martin Odegaard, right, who's played 16 games. Right, 16 games. And of those 16 games, I think he's got a GA of 4. 1 goal and 3 assists. Right? What's his name has played 1 more game. If you're just going to look at it, they've got him down as playing 17 games. But a lot of those he's coming on and whatever and getting minutes there. He's, as I said, scored an hat-trick against Tottenham. Right? Fantastic. Scores against his old club.
Drops him.
Right?
Don't play.
And he drops him. You don't see him again. You don't see him for 4 games.
For 4 matches.
Odegaard. And to back up what Normski's saying.
Exactly.
Look.
I mean, you got Saka. 4 goals in it. 4 goals in 20
minutes. To back up what you're saying, Norms. I'm backing up everything these guys are saying. People were getting, they listen with their eyes.
The most creative player in the league this season, according to Canton. He did a whole article on it for the Athletic.
That's the most that right there, Shane. That's the most
That's what he
creative player
said.
in the league,
That's what he
apparently.
said. Look at that.
Yeah.
But you see, you do have to take his 2-yard pass to Rice into account.
Although that was magnificent.
Yeah,
that
no,
was
scrap
magnificent.
Bergkamp's ball
He made
against
him-
Juventus.
Bergkamp,
made
you
his-
stole the
he
words
made
out my
his-
mouth.
He made him shape his body. He made him shape
Oh,
his
you
body.
stole the words. I was going to say Bergkamp-esque. Yeah.
To
Yeah.
be fair, and I'm not just saying it, Glenn Helder had higher numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
boy, Glenn. No, oh, there we go.
I'll
Typing.
tell
Do
you
you know
what,
what?
I'd have
I'm
Glynis
not going to be
Elder
funny if I
instead of
can't
him
type.
at the moment.
What's that?
I'd have Glynis Elder instead of him at the moment. I don't know about
Yeah,
Glyn.
yeah.
I mean, but this is what I'm saying, Aaron. The stats don't lie. Where are they getting all this crap from about
Yeah.
the most creative and everything else? It's just,
They
it's just
make it up.
ridiculous. We had
Oh,
it last
mate,
season. We had
I-
it the season before. We've had one season out of this manager, 22-23. That was
Apparently,
the most
guys.
exciting season. That was it. This guy,
Appar-
honestly, world class. Apparently,
Broken.
Apparently, guys. When
He's killed him.
Havertz is fully fit, yeah, right, he would help us easily win this league. Literally, when it came from one of the top journalists in the world, yeah, certain man that Shane likes very much, right? When Havertz is fully fit, Arsenal will walk this league.
Mm-hmm.
look at this. Look,
It's come from this journalist. No word. He had a phone in and he said, when our Havertz is fully fit, we walk the league. The agenda is right out there for Glock. Yes, listen, Glock, yeah, he hasn't had the best of time here. But yeah, I think somebody put in the thing about
no.
he had he lost like 50%.
Bear with.
Like, I think he's lost like 50%. I can't remember what he said in there. Someone said it in the chat, but he scored X amount of goals. Right? His job is to score goals, and you need people to feed him. And nobody's feeding him, not with those numbers.
Oh, what am I going to learn? Yeah, this is our Lord and Savior. Yeah, Kai Havertz. All competitions last season. This is what they're hoping for to come back.
that's what I mean.
That.
Look at this. Look, 15.
This,
Oh, but
this is the
according
Lord.
to Hampton,
This is our Lord
he
and
was on
Savior.
to score. He was on to score 20 league goals. So
Cool,
it's always
yeah.
hypothetical.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah, yeah.
so
So
last
just like
season-
Emery was going to get us relegated.
Yeah. Let's go to the season before then, isn't it? Like we said, Shane. You know what I mean, let's go to the. Oh yeah, okay. What about then when he was fully fit?
Mhm.
Innit? What about then? He was on for 20 last season. All right, but what about this season when he was fully fit and only missed one Premier League game?
Oh, and
Is
that
that-
was when we
There you go.
outscored the Invincibles as well. So
Yep,
you know.
when we
Yeah.
outscored the Invincibles.
But
This
it
is
just
what you're
doesn't
all
make
playing
sense,
on.
Aaron, does it? Nothing makes sense. How can you spend £1 billion on a football team and revert back to the players with injuries that never got you over the line in
Yep.
previous seasons?
Yep.
How?
It's
I-
insanity.
I can't get my head around it.
It's insanity.
Sorry, just go back to that stat. J Lux videos put in there. So it goes at Norski stat. Gokrets only won 50% of his duels at Sporting in the
Yeah.
league when he scored 39 goals, 48% successful dribbles, disposed 54 times.
Big up, Lux, man.
Big
Big
up,
up.
Lux. I was going to come back
Thank
to
you.
it, Lux.
Thank you for that.
By the way, Glenn Helder in his full season got 5 assists, so he's ahead of Odegaard by a long way, and Saka.
Yeah. Yeah. Bruv, yeah, I know with the Jokeris thing, man. With the Jokeris thing, that's it. He just needs to be fed. Like feed like what Chelsea said, feed the dog and he will score. You got to feed him.
Yeah.
You know, like granted, he still needs to do a little bit better. I'm
Yeah.
not going to take the blame entirely off Jokeris, but he needs chances. He needs chances. He needs it desperately.
Oh.
And this team are incapable, or either unwilling, or maybe a bit both, on giving it. But look at this. This is your Lord and Savior, Kai Havertz. Now that we've gone around the roundabout, Gabriel Jesus, yeah, he ain't going to win us a league. Let's get Havertz. Havertz, yeah, he ain't going to win us a league. Let's get Jokeris. Get Jokeris. Oh, but we can't
then we
wait
go
for
back.
Gabriel Jesus and Havertz to come back from injury. Round and round and round we
Exactly.
go. Round
It's
and
great.
round.
And they're broken
round
as
we
well, though,
go.
Aaron. That's the thing. They're not going to be the same thing. Grade 3 hamstrings and knee surgeries all over the
Yeah,
place.
their hero, 29. Look at that, 29. 29
That
goals. 90 games.
19-year-old at Bournemouth, your man Krupi, has 7 league goals already. He's 19, playing for Bournemouth. He has more league goals
Yeah.
than any of our players.
And again, Aaron, you don't hear many Chelsea fans saying, "Oh, I wish we did that. I wish we had Havertz back at the club."
Yeah, you don't, because he's crap. They knew it. They knew it. Chris, if you're still in the chat, bruv, what would you say on Havertz? Are you devastated you lost him? I'm pretty much gonna guess what you're saying, and that's probably a big round fucking no. Yeah, Matty, I'm so glad. Yeah, I didn't see you'd put that in the chat. He was fully fit the year before in reference to Kai. I went back, brother. He was fully fit the year before. 37 games, 13 goals. That is not a Lord and Savior.
So where's the 7? Where's the extra 7? Where is it? Where is it?
It's just not. This is him for his Arsenal career. Total 90 games, 29 stinky goals. Kai Havertz, you will always be and forever be That's it, mate. Donkey sanctuary settings. That's all you're good for, bruv. My nan donates to you still. She does, bless her little heart. She puts a $5 in every fucking month for the old donkey sanctuary, and it goes towards 285k of that prick's wages. Devastating. Come on, Nan.
So he's on 285k a week. On 285k and £5 of fucking.
Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous.
This is a guy that someone was in the chat before saying that they did work for him and he tipped them £2 or £1. Was it £2 or was it £1 or £2? Someone was in a chat recently saying that they did work on. Yeah, and they sent Lee the receipt and he didn't read it out, but he said it's real. Yeah. Tipped them £2. Someone did work for Havertz recently and he tipped them £2.
Wow. If it was coins, I'd go and get it changed in the bank to pennies and I'd just throw them all at him. There you go. Here's your £2 back, you fucking prick. You know, just start dashing couple hundred coppers at him. There you go, you fucking knob. £2.
Sorry,
you know what I mean?
What have we got? Seriously.
What's that all about? That's an absolute shower of shit, isn't it, man? What can you do with that? But you know what? I wanted to, while we're sort of mid-esque sort of showish, let me just bring that off. I'm thinking like it's going to be wanker of the week time, yeah? We're going to get this. It's been a funny old week. Sorry. Yeah. It's been a funny old week, innit? The Plonkers, they've been plonkering last week, wouldn't they? You know, and we did have old Igao in the running. You know, I was sitting there thinking we're going to give him his second one because he has got
great composure, lad.
You know, I was thinking about giving it to Igao. And I was thinking,
Shamon, motherfucker. It's Shamon. Shamon. Ow! Ow! Motherfucker. Shamon, motherfucker. Shamon. Motherfucker. He's bad, invincible motherfucker. Ow! Shamon, motherfucker. Ow! Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Ow! 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 Shamon. Ow!
We was going to give it to a gal, but there's someone else that has been doing the rounds, and you've all seen the clip. And I want to talk about it because it's maybe one of the worst things I've ever heard. I scoping around, and I just couldn't not give it to this particular wanker. I don't know his name, but here is the official winner.
The Aaron Talks Arsenal Wanker of the Week, sponsored by the Ludum.
Yeah, had to get it.
Yes, have a little look at the clip.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah, go for it.
What's Kai Havertz's position?
Kai Havertz. I think Kai Havertz, right? Kai Havertz is more of a false. I think he's a Dennis Bergkamp-esque player where he's better when he's got players coming off against him. That's my. He's the new.
You just compared Kai Havertz to Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah, mate.
It's
yeah,
not the
he's
first
in the same.
time I've heard this, Louis. It's not the first time.
Mate, he's class. I love Havertz. He's so underrated.
Sorry, Seb. Unpack how he's like Dennis Bergkamp, please. Unpack that.
He loves to drop in deep. He's silky on the ball. His first touch is beautiful. He feeds and gets other players into the game. So I think, obviously, with Bergkamp, who works so well alongside Thierry Henry, I think getting Kai Havertz in there with Gyökeres so they can work off together, so Gyökeres doesn't have to drop deep. Kai Havertz can do that. I think playing them together would be absolutely fantastic. But
I regret asking this question.
I'm a big Kai Havertz fan. I think Kai Havertz is severely underrated in what he does on the ball.
Yes. Wow. That was a serious conversation, by the way. You are genuinely this week's piece of shit. You genuinely are, whatever your name is, young lad. You are sitting on the mantle right over here as Aaron Talks Arsenal's wanker.
Do you know what, though?
Super wanker of the week. Dennis Bergkamp, DJB, talk to me.
when you listen, when you have to listen to fans like that, and they're even putting players like Dennis Bergkamp's name in the same bracket as Kai Havertz, it actually makes me physically sick.
Yeah,
because honestly, it's like it's just fucking mad. I can't get my head around it. Where are we as a club? Let's be real here, right?
Oh God.
Where have we fallen to as a football club that this guy gets airtime on a channel like Flowers' to be allowed to come out with crap like that?
That's why he gets airtime on a channel like Flowers.
yeah, exactly.
Right? How are we allowed? Honestly, the guy next to him, as soon as he said it, did you see his face? The guy next to him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And did you hear someone else, DJB? Someone says it's not the first time he said it.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's the point I was going to stop on
He
saying.
obviously hasn't watched Arsenal in years gone by. He knows nothing
No.
about the history of Arsenal Football Club.
He hasn't
Otherwise,
watched
he
his
wouldn't be
TV.
saying that. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even put Havertz in the same bracket as Charlie Nicholas.
Charlie
You know
Nicholas is
what I
a
mean?
baller, DJ. Just not for us.
Guys, I wouldn't put Havertz in the same bracket as Sanogo.
No.
Yeah.
Sanogo says the goal in
yeah.
an FA Cup final.
Yeah.
When's it all going to end? I'll tell you when it's going to end, when this fucking manager leaves his football club.
Mhm.
Because I still reckon 25-30% of the fans will still support Arsenal, but just won't have the same passion about them.
Yep. Definitely.
I reckon that when Arteta leaves this football club, I reckon a good 30%, and I'm not going to go age brackets, because as I said,
older people as well.
people my
Older
age,
people gotta be about
because
there
there's
as well.
people my age that still thinks the sun shines out of his fucking backside.
Yeah.
Right. So it's even worse when they're my age. But I still think 30% of the fans will
They'll
be
have to have
Arsenal
phone lines,
fans.
DJB, like when Take
They
That
won't
broke
have the
up.
same
Honestly,
passion.
they'll have to have free helplines for like when Take That broke up because they'll be all suicidal and shit. I'm
It's
telling you.
crazy.
Yeah.
God.
I know
Like
it,
when Robbie left.
And the thing
you know
is,
what I mean?
Shane, right? The thing is, Shane, me and you take pelters, don't we? Because people say to us, "Oh, how can you say you still want him gone if he wins the Premiership and he wins this and he wins that?" It's because of fans like this.
Yeah.
I want him
just-
gone because of the cult
What's
following
happened to the club?
and the delusional excess bullshit from some of these fans. That's why I want
That's
him
what
gone.
I blame him most for, DJ. That's what I blame
That's
him
why I
most
want him
for.
gone.
Because
Yeah.
I was saying it this morning that this club, it's starting to feel more and more every day like it's two different clubs to me. Like the club
It
I
is
used
two
to
different
support
clubs, Shane.
and this monster
Completely.
that
I
has
agree with
that has become of it. And this is all down to him, the zestiest fans, people like that, bad mouthing Bergkamp, people like Igal, bad mouthing Wenger, people like D saying Tony Adams isn't my Mr. Arsenal, stuff like that, right? All of these fans that have come out and the zestiness of them. You see that Ladbrokes ad when they're stopping everybody and they're saying, "Oh, where do you put Rice in this with Scholes, Lampard, and Gerrard? Oh, he's top all the way through. All of these legends, right? He's better than them." And as I was saying at the time, they haven't just handpicked these guys. If you stop 10 Arsenal fans randomly on the way into the stadium, 9 of them will give that answer. They'll just say Rice is better than all of these legends. Because this is the fan base we have now. We finished second. It's amazing. The fields, the fireworks and the tannoy and all this. This isn't my club. It feels like a separate club. And every day it feels like it's further and further away.
Shane.
And I was saying it this morning that when he goes, that day when he goes, I without even predicting it, I know that I will break down in tears. I know I will, because you know what I liken it to? It must be like someone who they lose a child, gets kidnapped, and they think that years pass, and then suddenly they get found, and oh my God, you're back. That's what it's going to be like with me when I get my club back. It'll be like, oh my God, I thought I'd lost you forever.
Yeah.
That's what it will feel like.
That's the real. Yeah.
But people are saying it's melodramatic. It's not. That's how I feel. And if you don't feel that way, fine. That I understand. And this isn't just about my hatred for Arteta. I've
Because
never
other
denied that I
clubs,
hate him.
Shane, you would never get people comparing modern Liverpool strikers with the greats of Ian Rush and
Imagine
Kenny.
saying that Bert's
Never get it.
they'd be run out of the club if they said it. If they said,
You'd
"Oh,
never
Verts
get
reminds me a little bit of Gerrard," or he's Gerrard,
you'd never get it. You'd never get people comparing midfielders to the great Roy Keanes and all of this that have graced, and Eric Cantona's and all that of Man United. You just wouldn't get it. Our fans, though, we can compare donkeys to Dennis Bergkamp, one of the best players in the world football, let alone Arsenal.
Most important signing in the history of the club,
right? Yeah. And yet we can compare Havertz to him. You'd never get it in any other fan base comparing modern footballers with their greats. And I mean greats ever. And only our fans do that. And it's just sickening, man.
Yeah, but so how's that saying the Arteta hate is wild? I've never denied hating him. I hated Xhaka as well. Hated him. But when he played for Arsenal, I wanted him to do well. Do you know what I mean? That you can hate someone without, you work with people. Sometimes you hate them, but you still have to work with them. I don't like him. I think he's a nasty person. I think he's injured a lot of players. I think he's ruined a lot of the youth that's been given to him. I think that if he hadn't have been here, if he had left in 21, 22 when he should have, we would have several trophies. I cannot forgive him for that. Right? I hate what he's done to the club. I hate the way he's made this the zestiest club in the world. I have people coming into my chat, people from Manchester who are Manchester United fans, saying that they and a lot of the people, the Manchester United fans, the core Manchester United fans, want City to win the league because they hate Arsenal so much. Yeah. Right? They want their biggest rivals to win the league because they hate us so much. We used to win things and still be liked. And I don't give a shit about being liked, by the way. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying what has happened is that this level of fan has gone, right, well, I'm an insufferable prick who failed, as an actor. Arsenal's the team for me. Like, we are attracting the biggest plonkers out there because of what this guy has done. And people say, oh, that's great. No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's not. Because what happens is then the standard gets lowered and you start celebrating second places. I have never celebrated a second place in my life. Ever. Never, ever, ever. And no Arsenal fan up until 5 years ago ever did. Ever. Not one of them did. And now we're told to celebrate it. Now we're told to celebrate second place. And if you don't, then they're saying there's a problem with you. It all stems from him because he's lied, he's manipulated, and people have short memories. People have really short memories. You have DT coming out and saying, oh, Emery had to go. I'm sick of this Emery revisionism. He threw away fourth place and finished fifth. It's unforgivable. Hang on. Are you talking about Emery or Arteta? Because Arteta did that to our biggest rivals. Oh, he lost 3-0 at home to Palace. Hang on. We lost 3-0 at home to Villa, who got relegated that season. Everything that he said Emery had to go for, this manager's done the same. And this is all down. They've all been brainwashed by him. Every one of them has been brainwashed by him. And I use that term.
Shane, they also say that it was Emery got us to a European final and it was an absolute disgrace. He had to go. Well, at least he got us to a final. This guy can't even get us to a final.
Yeah.
He can't get us to a European final.
No.
So it's okay to sack Emery on the way we played in the European final, but it's not all right to sack Arteta for losing a semi-final. I mean,
just quickly, guys, we've got something a video that our brother Matty, the Southern Gooner, who is listening in, he's in the chat. Big up to Matty. He wants me to run a video. I know, especially the OGs on this panel, just going to be a little bit wowed by. But while I load that up, shameless plug. Shameless plug. And Lawrence has reminded me, big up the Lawrence. Aaron, that kid, Lawrence, of course, the idiot that we just played, deserves an Honorary Arteta Sexual Award. And yes, shameless plug, it will be coming. The official Aaron Talks Arsenal end of the season annual Arteta Sexual Awards. They will be coming at the end of the season. Me and the docs spoke about this a year ago, and I never managed to put it in fruition for so many reasons. But this season, we will be there. And we will be asking guests, certain like yourselves, like DJBs, like Matty's, if you're interested, the Normskis, the Shanes, all of me YouTube buddies. We'll all be trying to present awards that me and Doc will be putting together. We'll be putting categories. We'll be showing videos. We will be airing all these absolute wank stains, stupidness, all in one show, all in one day. I'll be wearing a tux. we will be airing the absolute plonkers. We will be giving out awards to these absolute freaks.
Would these guys be giving speeches? Would they be giving speeches?
They won't be there to give speeches, but we'll do it on their behalf. You know, we'll make sure we get them. Me and the Dockers.
We could always get Shane to do the voices.
Yeah, listen, we've got a lot of plans in the works, but the Arteta Sexual Awards will be coming to you very, very, very soon. Mark my words. But until then, we've got a clip from Matty. It's I don't know whether you guys have seen this particular gentleman, Shane. I think you actually commented on it, so you've definitely seen it. Let me just get it up there for you, my friend. Bear with me 2 seconds. I thought it was on Instagram, but Matty sent me the link via Instagram, so I just have to do a little bit of fart arsing about. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. As soon as I get the link up, I'll be able to play it for you, wonderful so and so's. Bear with me. Let's pause it. Let's upload it, and let's get going. Bada bing, bada bloody boom. Where are you? Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Is that on the stage? No. Good. Double check. There we go. You must have all seen this guy. Shane, you think you commented on the video. Yeah. Have you heard this, D?
I've vaguely. Go on.
I've not seen it.
Turn them off, mate.
Oh, right, there's no sound there.
Building
Is there sound now?
Arteta out, believe it or not. I'm not one of those Arteta out fans. I do say, however, that if we don't win a trophy this season, then his time probably will be up. There's no doubt about it. But I'm definitely not an Arteta fan out. And those who are saying that, your wishes may come true soon. And then where will we be? Because Arteta, in his early years, said his dream was to play for his boyhood club, the club he loves, which is, let's be honest, wouldn't we all love to have played professionally as a dream? And secondly, wouldn't we have all loved the dream to have played for the club we supported?
The eyebrows that annoy me.
And thirdly, wouldn't we have loved to manage that club? Well, Barcelona is his boyhood club. That's the club he loves. And he said it in the past, that really his dream one day would be to end up at Barcelona. Well, true or not true, but Barcelona are looking at him for the summer, for next season. And guys, all of you guys that want Arteta out, your wishes may come true. And then what will Arsenal do? Just think about that, guys. Because if we win the league this season with Arteta, he could leave on a high. He would be a legend, definitely a legend. And then basically start all over again. That would be sad. So all you guys that are saying Arteta out now, just calm it for a while. We want him to be solid at Arsenal, win the league, maybe win the Champions League, and think my future for the time being is at Arsenal. And Barcelona can wait a few seasons. Football Chat Uncensored, Reno talking.
Guys,
who is this naked gun guy anyway? I don't even.
I'm not sure. Matty sent me that clip. I listened to it, very, very sort of like briefly there for a minute, and yeah, I sort of picked up on the same cues as you did, Shane, and you guys. I was watching some of the reactions on your faces. What are we gonna do? This is the main one, and this is the narrative that all Top Gooners spread. What are we gonna do when Arteta leaves? What a horrendous narrative to spin, by the way. Like the clubs, there's not one other manager in the world, by the way, not one other. It's Arteta or bust. Fold the club, get rid of it, control, alt, delete. That's very frustrating. But two, do you know what I sent Matty is this guy would have been there for numerous managers and numerous captains. Edison McClintock's captain 71 teams. This guy ain't no mug of a fan. He's been there and seen stuff. He should know fucking better. I'm sorry. He's been alive to see some great Arsenal teams in great decades, and he's coming out with this shit. You guys,
he's plugged in, man. He's plugged in.
He's fucking far gone. DJB, talk to me.
This is the annoying thing about it, Aaron. I don't know what to get annoyed about. Young fans that are kind of, are seeing the back end of Arsenal, which is fine. I ain't got a problem with that. Or, I don't know what's worse. Fans, this guy of my age and older, coming
worse.
out with this nonsense. See, the problem is, right, and Shane will probably agree as here. This is the narrative. Most of this fan base obviously believe there is no life after Arteta. They obviously believe that Arteta is bigger than the football club. And when he goes, Arteta is just Arsenal Football Club is just going to cave into a hole and never appear again. This club has been going through managers and history for decades. There's hundreds of managers. There's loads of managers out there that would be jumping at the bit to take on Arsenal Football Club as a manager. And this is the problem. They honestly believe that this manager is the whole shebang. And when he leaves, that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. They're scared of change. They're scared of change. What they are, they're so engrossed with his football manager that they've lost all sense of common sense. They really have. Crazy.
Across all ages, though. That's the worrying thing, isn't it?
Yeah, across all ages.
It's not just the idiot kids of the new generations.
No. Anyone can be brainwashed. Anyone can be brainwashed. And the thing is, and DJB touched on it, the reason that they, and I'm not even being melodramatic here, we say that they think that the world doesn't exist after them. That is cult 101. When you are a cult leader and you indoctrinate people into your cult, you tell them everything's great, you get them in, you make it nice, and then you cut them off from their family, you cut them off from everyone they can trust and love, and you let them believe that their family hates them, that there's nothing outside of the compound for them, that if they leave, the police will arrest them, that you make them believe that without the cult, nothing else, it's all terrible. It's all terrible. And that's what they are. It's like Stockholm Syndrome. These guys are now going, the idea for them of another manager it terrifies them. It absolutely terrifies them. And it's not like we've been winning. And this guy saying he'll go down as a legend, what, with one league and an FA Cup in 7 years with 1.3, he will not be a legend, mate. I am sorry. To win a league where everybody fell off,
I can't figure that out.
Give me a fucking break. A legend is someone like Arsene Wenger who comes in his first full season, does the double, then does another double, then goes unbeaten, and then funds a new stadium and leaves an indelible mark on the club. That's a legend, mate. Don't you dare use that word for this fucking
He's leaving
railhead.
a skid mark.
He's leaving a skid mark.
That's it, right?
That's right. That's right. Wenger's literally changed
everything.
That's what I'm saying. Everything about the club. And this guy has come in. When you put it like that, one COVID FA Cup,
and
one
league,
COVID
if
FA Cup,
wins,
and if he does get over the line with that, I mean, come on, man, are you for real, guy? Are you for real? I noticed he did a little.
But we've done the cult thing, Norms. We went through it on my channel, and it wasn't even. Some of it was to be funny, but a lot of it is spot on. They really are. That's the way it's working for them. They cannot envision a world without him. They can't envision it. And the funny thing is, you know, they listen to all these players saying, "Oh, he's dead." When they ask him, "What's it like with Mick Arteta?" "Oh, he's the most tactical manager I've ever worked for," and they take that as a given, and they go, "Oh, well, he must be the best because Declan Rice said it or Odegaard said it." If he was to leave next season and a new manager came in, regardless of who it is, doesn't matter who it is. Let's just say Flick for argument's sake, and a month into the season, they asked Declan Rice, "What's it like working under Hansi Flick?" "Oh, he's the best tactician I've ever worked." He's not going to say, "Oh, he's not as good as Mikel." He's going to say he's the best ever. So, like Gahey just signed for City. He said, "Oh, I've just signed for the best team in England." Does that mean they're the best team in England then? What, that's all they're ever going to say is he's the best. And they take that as, "Oh, well, then he must be because, you know, Saliba said it." He was in the Arsenal stadium being interviewed by Arsenal TV with an Arsenal microphone in his mouth with Arteta in the background. He's hardly going to go, "No, I can't stand the chap." You know what I mean? So they take it as a given. So they listen to what they want, all the good about the guy, and they push away the bad. They have to protect it. Like I said this morning, it is, and you've mentioned it before, Aaron. It's a hive mind at this point.
And
they have to protect the Queen at all costs.
Yeah.
So they'll put their body on the line. In this case, I've said all summer that Gyökeres he's gonna bang, and then instead of saying, you know, well, Arteta can't get a song out of him, they'll humiliate themselves by going, "I got it wrong, he's shit." You know what I mean? They'd rather humiliate themselves than take one look at the manager. And this is what it is. A legend. what will we do without him? We'll win. We haven't won with him. What do you mean?
So,
It can't
so
get any
Shane, so
worse.
basically, running on the hive mind thing that we've sort of all said, basically what you're telling me is go in with a silver steak, load of garlic, and drive
kill
one
the-
straight through Mikel Arteta's heart, and it'll kill all the rest of the top
kill all the
gooners.
rest-
That's how
they won't know what to do.
how we end it.
Another
And
thing
I'm going
he's
to take
come out
one for the team.
Another
I'll
thing he's
do
come
it,
out
boys.
with is Barcelona want him at the end of the season. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Oh,
Barcelona
no,
ain't giving
just
they
gotta
want
say,
Arteta at the end of the season. And what's really got me, if you just give him a cigar with those eyebrows, it'd be like a bit of Groucho Marx going on.
Oh,
there,
was it
wouldn't
old fucking Mr. Levenstein from fucking American
Groucho
Pie, innit?
Marx.
You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll just tell your
Fucking
mother we ate it
Epstein's
all.
Island. That's where he should be. I'm telling you.
Oh, I don't know. Well, yeah, it's just. I mean, what can you do? That's what it's come to. You know what I mean? It's just worrying for a fan like me.
It's
When I've just sort of
cringing.
pegged it on
Cringing.
largely, the up ones coming through, but then you got this, and I always sort of bring it back as well. You guys, I've said this on the panel a couple of times. When Odegaard last season, I can't remember what game it was, but he came off on the left-hand side. It was the second half, so he's coming off on the left-hand side and had to walk all the way around that, been subbed off. And I was booing him. The only one, obviously, that was booing him in my area. And I had a geezer, older gentleman, maybe in his 60s plus, was looking round at me and giving me dirty things, and he said something. And I had a couple of people telling me to fuck off at the back, but that's nothing unusual when I'm wound up. And I looked over and said to him, I was like, you've seen Patrick Vieira, you've seen Tony Adams, you've seen McClintock, you've seen Pat Rice as captain at his football club, and you're telling me that man, Martin Odegaard, that's the captain. That's the captain. You're telling me that. I was like, I'm sorry, mate. I was like, I weren't rude to him. I was like, you should know better. You've seen better. And that's the same with that. You've seen better. You should know bloody better. You've seen some fantastic Arsenal teams. You've seen some fantastic managers in your time. You've seen some fantastic captains, some unbelievable players in your time. You cannot sit here and tell me, honestly, with a straight face, look into a camera and tell me and expect someone like me to watch and listen and believe when you tell me just be careful what I wish for. What do you mean be careful what I wish for? I've waited 6 fucking years. Waited 6 years and he's falling over the line. It's baby steps. It's like watching a baby. It's like Bambi on ice watching us try and get this title under our belt. It's Bambi on ice, just all over the place, just falling. It's like a geezer on ketamine trying to walk up a hill. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's stumble bumming. It's frustrating. You should know better, guy. And it's a nice segue onto this captain. Built and under the image of this pathetic manager, we have a pathetic captain who yet again has come back with stinker after stinker. Oh, but the top gooners will say, oh yeah, he's look at the performances that he had against Brighton, or look at the performances of this. Well, they were okay. There was about 2 or 3 that he strung together that were okay performances. Yeah, he got himself a couple of little wee assists in there. Or he made a little 1-inch pass against Bournemouth. Or he had an assist against Aston Villa. Whoop-de fucking do. But what about now? What about when the crunches? What about when you need him? What about when you need your captain, like a Patrick Vieira would have done in times gone by, to grab a game by the ball of the horns when you're 0-0 at Liverpool, when you're 0-0 away at Forest, when you know that Manchester City have drew a game, and then you fucking do that against Liverpool. More importantly, you do that against Nottingham Forest, 0-0. Yeah, that's when you need a captain. You go, do you know what? It might be a bit of a tricky game today, but you do it. You pull it out from somewhere. You get these players up for it. 0-0 second half, first half, absolute shit. You go in out there second half, and if you ain't doing the business, you got to be pulling these players up. You got to be lifting them up. You're the captain. That is your fucking job. Off the field, we've got a bellend called Mikel Arteta. On the field, we've got a bellend called Martin Odegaard. He is supposed to be that right-hand man. If things ain't working out, it's his job to get that team firing as best as they can, to get a 1-0 into a 1-0, a 2-0, or whatever. It's his job to turn 1 point into fucking 3 points. And every single time we have a chance to go closer or close that door finally for the Premier League title, our captain is found wanting. And it's not just found wanting this season, it's found wanting last season. It wasn't just this season and last season he's found wanting. He was found wanting the season before. We're into our 3rd season of this fucking coward of a fucking captain being absolutely shit. We're in our 3rd season. This ain't a blip. It's not fucking. How can you have a 3-year blip? Tell me when any captain across any team, across any fucking league, in any fucking country has had 3 years of a blip. Tell me, and anyone, please, anyone, if they can message me, tell me in the chat, tell me on this panel, when a fucking captain has had a shit 3 years, I'll be astonished. And we've got this guy leading us forward. Can you imagine we win the league? DJB, you'll know better than me. Shane, you'll know better than me. Normski, you'll know better than me. If we win the league this year, this will be the worst fucking captain that will ever lift the league title for this football club. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. We've had Tony, Patrick, and McClintock. They were the last 3 captains. And we've got Odegaard. Oh, it makes my fucking skin crawl. This ain't a captain. He's a parasite. He's useless. He's pathetic. When you need him, he hides behind fucking referees. He was hiding behind refs. He goes, does his little jig, does his little dance. Look, where's your sticking your foot in? Where's your creative spark? You don't do fuck all going that way. You don't do fuck all going that way. All you do is do that. Do sideways. That's all you fucking do. You don't do nothing. You're a spineless, gutless coward. You fucking parasite. And just like this manager, I want him out the fucking club. We need a whole rebrand. Could you imagine a new manager came in? Like an Ancelotti, say, or a Simeone, or an Enrique. Do you reckon they'd have fucking Martin Odegaard and Bukayo Saka as fucking captain and vice captain, whilst you've got Declan Rice and fucking Gabriel there? I mean,
it's crazy.
I'm starting to wind myself up now.
No, I know. It's crazy.
It's so batshit. DJB, help me out, please.
Yeah,
help
but
me
it's
out.
just and this is what I said right at the beginning of the stream. Because we may win the league this season, we may not. Who knows? But if we do, you've got the same again next season. But it's going to be worse because the more pressure is going to be on next season. They're just coming back from a World Cup as well. This is what Odegaard's tapped out now. He wants to play for Norway. That's all he's got on his mind.
Yeah,
he's tapped out. That's all. And as the season goes on,
he hasn't been tapped in since 22-23.
The problem is who do you blame? Because any decent manager would substitute him, drop him, and not play him. But this manager keeps playing him. So do you blame Odegaard or do you blame the manager? And I made this analogy yesterday on my show. If you've got 2 cars in the family and one of them keeps breaking down and your partner keeps taking it to work and you get a phone call saying, can you come and get me? The car's broken down. You go, why'd you keep fucking taking the car then? It ain't the car's fault. It's the person that keeps taking it. But this is what I'm saying about Odegaard. Yeah, he's shit. He's not a captain. He should be a squad player at best. He shouldn't be first choice in this football team because he's too inconsistent. But the manager keeps playing him. So we're in a no-win situation. You've got a manager that absolutely, I don't know, does he jump in bed with him at every single opportunity? I ain't got a clue, right? You've got a manager that absolutely loves him, and you've got a captain who's the absolute mirror image of the football manager. Says the same things in press conferences, comes out with the same crap after a game. He's a good little, I said it before, he's a good little boy. You sit him in the corner of the changing room, right? And you give your team talk and you go, you shut your mouth, just go out there, toss the coin, decide what end we're kicking, and get on with it. You wouldn't get that from Rice and Gabriel. They'd be causing all sorts of murders in the change rooms. He doesn't want that. He just wants a peaceful life. And all this crap about the players voted for him is bollocks in my eyes. I've never believed it since day one. It's a load of crap. Absolute crap. The problem is with Arsenal Football Club, it's got no backbone and it hasn't got a man in charge willing to make big decisions in big moments, in big games. And I keep saying it. Yeah, we'll slap the odd team. Yeah, we'll go on a run where we're looking half decent. Yes, we'll beat Burnley 4-0, 5-0. Yeah, we'll go and slap a team in the second half 4-1. I ain't got a problem with that. But in the big games, in the big moments, when it comes to the big decisions, you've got a captain that's not good enough and you've got a manager that is still in the same groove week in, week out. And long term, the damage will be catastrophic. We'll be on another rebuild. 2-3 years down the line, we'll be on another rebuild. But there won't be another £1 billion to spend, Aaron. That's the worrying thing.
Yeah. But do you know what? A proper manager don't need another £1 billion on his squad. That's at least the good thing. Because I sit there and I just think if we was to have another manager they get tuned straight away. A proper manager like a Simeone or an Enrique or someone like that, Odegaard wouldn't even be. It'd be Ethaned. That's what it'd be. It'd be Ethaned. It'd be like, all right, Ethan, all right, cool. You'll be in and around the first team properly now. You've been in the subs bench. Odegaard, there's your seat over there, bruv. Oh, by the way, give me that C on your left arm. Yeah. You won't be wearing that anymore, my boy. Yeah. Give that a little kiss goodbye.
And he knows it, Aaron.
I'm not even going to give that particular one. I'm going to set that on fire. I don't want anyone else wearing that on their arm. They'll get a new one. Not plagued with your fucking sweat. Ugh. Fucking parasite. Oh, it's frustrating. I'm wound myself up a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Fuck's sake. You know how it gets with football. Shane, man. He's not the one, is he? He's not the one, is he? And then until we make them steps, that's what's holding us back, innit? The manager that won't take them steps. You nudged on it earlier, Shane. The performances that you know where he's afraid to win a game, at the cost of losing a game, changing the captains, doing them little last necessary tweaks, them final little steps. That's what's been holding us back, innit? That's what's been holding us back for a very long time. And the problem that I have with this manager is if he ain't learned or he ain't gonna do it after 6 years, why is he gonna do it in his 7th? Or why, if he's on his 7th season, why is he going to do it in his 8th season? Why is he going to do it in his 9th season? He's just never going to fucking learn, is he? We're just going to be stuck in this bastard fucking vortex of shit until this fucking parasite's gone.
The longer it goes on, the more he doubles down because he's stubborn and he's a narcissist. So the more he gets, when he does get criticised, he never gets held accountable though. The media, the mainstream media have him down as a genius. The mainstream media, like I said, how can we have gone into December the same points behind or same points ahead and be the same points ahead now and City are getting absolutely shredded in the media and we're getting praised? It doesn't make sense to me.
It's a fantastic
because mathematically, that's the way it is. He doesn't get held accountable. Fucking Zinchenko went to Ajax today on loan, right? He's cost with transfer fee and wages. He's cost over £63 million sterling. Why isn't there anybody saying, "Well, that was a flop"? You know, they won't even mention it. They won't even mention it. They just won't get mentioned. It's just, oh, well, he's gone. He's moved on. And, you know, he doesn't get held accountable for anything that he does wrong. It's crazy to me. Even after the Forest game, surely the pundits on Sky and all should have been going, you know, they're not showing the right mentality here. That's 3 times now where they're not even talking about it. They're not even talking about it. And until he gets held accountable, he's never going to change. So, for me, the Odegaard thing, like DJB has said for time, it's just a reflection of the manager. He's a nice little boy. When he came in, you ask any fan on the way into the Emirates, when we were still up in the air about our captain, who should be our captain? To a man and a woman, they would have said Tierney. Tierney should be our captain. Everyone would have said it. Every single person would have said Tierney should be our captain. So he listened to that and he went, okay, that's what they want. Well, I'm definitely not doing that then because he'll have influence. So I'll make this little dweeb my captain. He'll do what I say. Xhaka, he'll do what I say. Guendouzi, oh no, you got an attitude, you're out. You did the exact same thing that Xhaka did, but you're out. He's captain until I decide to make Odegaard captain. Every fucking decision that this guy makes, so many of them are wrong, and he never gets held accountable. And making Odegaard captain is one of the biggest. That's absolute bollocks, by the way, that the players voted. They happen to have a vote the day before Tony Adams said what he said. That's funny, that isn't it? Just like I said, picking up the phone to make every player sign. They eat it all. They eat it all up. These people go, oh yeah, brilliant. They take it as read all the time. I told you when I was on with Canton, all the stuff I said about him. No, the computer would go mad. As soon as I said Arteta's a lawyer, it exploded. The chat exploded. They couldn't believe how dare I say he's a lawyer. Even though I named off 3 lies that were proven to be lies. Even when I said that, they still just couldn't accept it. Couldn't accept it. So for me, Odegaard is just a reflection of this guy. Spineless, camera ready, says the right things. I mean, people talk about Declan Rice being our captain. Well, I'm starting to think, right, well, if you want to be our captain, then you need to stand up for the team here. I want to hear
that's
that
fine,
you've had a. I want to hear that you've had a bust up with Arteta. I want to hear that, not because I don't dislike Arteta, because it'd be good for the team. I always play that.
I think
clip
it's coming, Shane.
Yeah,
to
but I
cut you
always
there,
play
but
that clip of Freddie Ljungberg saying about the best captain he's ever played. Tony Adams said he remembers one time when the players were knackered on a run-in, and Tony Adams went to Wenger and said, "They're not training tomorrow." And he said, "What do you mean?" He said, "They're not training tomorrow. They're knackered. They need a day off." And Wenger relented, and he said he had more respect for both of them with that. Wenger realised that, yeah, it was probably the right decision, and he respected Tony Adams for going in and risking it. Yeah. I need Declan Rice. I need to hear that he's turned around and said, "You're not playing Gabriel today. He's not right," or something along those lines. And then I'll go, yeah, because I think Declan Rice is a leader on the pitch. I worry that he still needs someone ahead of him. I think he's like a lieutenant, but he still needs like a sergeant above him. He can organize people. He needs someone, and that I worry about that. But
or he needs that moment to become.
Maybe he needs it. Maybe he needs to go, listen, you little freak. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it at the weekend. Maybe because there's no way Arteta's letting him away with that, by the way. Yeah. In private. He's getting called straight into the office next day. How dare you do that? How dare you go against, what did you mean by that? And I hope he goes, "You're fucking making us lock up, you prick. We need to kill these teams." So for me, as DJ was saying, we could win the league. I still have zero belief that we'll win this league. And people think I'm crazy. 7 points and 16 games left. That's a lot of fucking points, by the way. That's a lot. That's 48 points. A lot of points to play for. And we could be sitting here next week going, "Oh, well, they're only 4 behind." Again, we could be sitting here going, "They're 10 behind." They could lose to Wolves. We could win. Yeah. But as soon as they gain anything back, they'll catch us. They came close last time. Then they had their slump. But how can they have a slump of 3 points from a possible 12 and only drop back to what they were behind? It's crazy to me. So it won't happen again. The next time they go on a run, it won't happen again. This is Guardiola. He won't let that happen again. That's probably their slump gone. You know what I mean? Yeah. They've got it out of the way. And what I will say before I finish is City are in like second gear. Even before the slump, they were in about second gear. What we're doing now, I think, is the max what we can do. I think this is the max he can get out of these players, is what we're doing tactics-wise. I think a new manager will get a lot more out of him. But with his tactics and how negative they are and the sideways passing and how restrictive our attacking players are, this is as high as they can go. 4 times in 22 games in the Premier League, we've taken the lead without needing a set piece. Only 4. So if teams start to come to us and go, right, we'll leave 3 players forward for a corner and then put 2 or 3 players around our keeper to protect them, and they stop the set pieces, we're there for the taking. We are there for the taking. And teams have found us out. This happened, by the way, in 22-23 when City had the slump, which we talked about earlier, which I said they got 13 points out of a possible 26, 24. So it's in and around the same slump. Yep. But around that time, Sean Dyche played his first game, or managed his first game at Everton, and he low-blocked us. Yep. And they beat us 1-0, and it stopped us in our tracks. After that, since then, he's been trying to figure it out. And it feels the exact same this season, where now they've found us out again. The last 2 games 0-0. Forest saying it's easy. It's easy to play against them, and it looks like City have had there. So I'm just saying this shit's happened before, and I look at our team and I go, well, at least in 22-23, the players were allowed for a stage to try and open teams up. Now we're not. If we don't get set pieces, we're done. We're done, and teams are starting to go, just don't give them a corner, and they probably won't score. Yeah. The only time we score from open play is once we've opened them up at a corner and they have to come out. So I do worry. I can see a lot of games where we don't score coming in the near future.
Yeah, and you know what as well, just quickly before I would say what I was going to say, big up to JCG, who's put big up Aaron, DJB, Normski, and Shane as well, man. And you're absolutely right, man. JJ, when he came on, absolutely double-pocketed, when he, brother. And Odegaard was just, as we've been saying, JCG was just an absolute shower of shit. But bless up to you, brother, man. I do hope you're well, my friend, and appreciate the super chat as always, my friend. Yeah, do you know what? It's a frustrating one, isn't it, man? I sit there and I think to myself, like, we should have this league absolutely wrapped up by now. Absolutely wrapped up. I'm sorry. Even a fan like me, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, we should have had 13 points now, or what's it? 7 and 10.
11.
It's done. Finished. 11. Sorry, yeah, 11. And that's that. We're all sitting here, and it's a whole different show. It's a whole different show because Granted, I probably still would want it to be a little bit later in the season, but probably deep down, oh no. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, yeah, we've got this title in the bag. But as Shane quite rightly says, Norms, you know, we just leave that door ajar for them, don't we? That door's still there. The questions are still answered. And I said this to Shane on the phone, you know, it's if we were playing well and the football was good, we were blowing teams away. But unfortunately, you just got them 2 games where you just pulled a stinker against Liverpool and you pulled a stinker against the Forest who showed up and wanted it more. You go, look, well, it ain't great. However, look, we're smashing teams left, right, and centre. Just 2 games in a row, we just ain't been on it. You go, all right, whatever, move on. But this is what we've seen time and time again. And when you're being given these priceless little momentary opportunities by Manchester City to just end the league, finish it, game over. It's not just the poor results that worry me. It's the performances. The performances. Like that. If you cannot Norms, chat. Big up to the chat. Big up to Capitan as well, Lee, for the raid. Big up to you, brother. If you cannot get yourself up for a game where you know that you could basically go 9 points clear and you're setting some real gap now between you and your rivals. If you can't get up with that and want it more than Nottingham Forest, because they wanted it significantly more than us, that's a big problem. That is a big problemo. Massive problem that we're going to these clubs who are in shit form, struggling for wins at home, and they want it more than us. Granted, yeah, they're fighting for survival. It doesn't matter. We're fighting for a title we ain't had in 22 years, mate. I win. The fact that we're churning out crap like that, Normski, that's the worrying thing, isn't it, bro? That's the worrying thing.
Listen, you know, there's a thing, like, you know, they normally ask the players, you know, when they interview the players, they say, what music do you like? Like, you know, what music do you play before you go out on that field? Yeah, and then they go to Martin Odegaard and they Martin Odegaard goes, yeah, I'm a bit of a nostalgic person, you know. You know, listen, you're too young for this, but obviously DJB will know this. Yeah, the Platters, DJB, the Great Pretenders. Yeah. Right. Now you see, this is what they are. This is what Arteta is. This is what Odegaard is. This is what this team is. Yeah. I look at. Sorry, there. Where is it? Up there. Where are you? Up there. Where? You see them guys behind DJB? They're the real ones. They knew how to get it over the line, right? And as for this captain. Yeah, he is the biggest pretender going. I've never seen a guy go on a pitch, pretend like he's busy doing diddly squat. You can't fool. Yeah, we're seeing it on TV. When you're in the stadium, DJB, when you're in the stadium, Aaron, you're seeing it. Because you only see part of the games. What does this guy do? He's frightened to put his foot in. Don't want to get me foot. Don't want to mess up the air. Yeah, all right. There's a World Cup coming. He doesn't want to get himself injured, right? But I'm telling you now, yeah, right. If we don't sort it out, right, with 16 games to go, and as Shane said, 16 games to go, we carry on like this, we will be the Great Pretenders, and we've been like that for the last 3 years. Yeah, because they know us. It's Arsenal. Don't worry about it. We're going up to Nottingham Forest, and we can't even deal with them. They, as you said, they wanted it more than us. Yeah, I'm looking at Wolves now. They're putting a little run again. I'm not going to say they're going to do anything at Man City, but when we come to play them, and if they're still fighting, right, to save their lives, right, they could do something. These last 16 games ain't going to be easy. This is now the final countdown. Yeah, business season.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. Business season. We'll probably do that on the mingle on Wednesday night. You know what I mean? Come on, some songs there.
No, it wasn't Bon Jovi, was it?
Whoever it was, it was a great song. But look,
twas.
I mean,
tis.
Twas is. I don't know.
Twas. Tis.
Yeah, but look, they need to sort out I think Odegaard is a reflection of who Arteta is. Just literally is a reflection of who he is. And then when you've got the likes of Odegaard and Saka as his vice captain and that, they're not really the sort of guys that say take the ball by the horns. Now, everybody's going to say that Saka over the years was carrying Arsenal on their shoulder, but listen, due to the way Arteta's run this guy into the ground, his confidence is gone. He's not doing what he's meant to do. Gone a little bit selfish. Throw all of that into the mix, and it's really affecting how he is as a player. 300,000 on his lap. Thank you very much. And he's pretty much going that direction down. Yeah, he's regressing. Big time regression. This team needs to sort it out. And you just wish that this team would just say, rip up what Arteta is saying and just play our game. But he's such a controller, of this team and the squad. People laud him so much. So, I mean, he has a bigger. When you look at the influence that Wenger had, and you look at how this guy is controlling Arsenal, he seems bigger than Arsenal.
Yeah, he's
the way these guys are lauding him up and sucking up to him, it's just ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? So listen, for me right now, right, get that title off the Great Pretenders, go and break that record up, and let's go and be winners. Yeah, let's go and be winners. Let's do a Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, let's do a Rocky. Come on. Yeah, I want to go and see us win that trophy. Instead of there's one trophy that we need to win before. Yeah, we can't do anything else, and that's the Carabao Cup.
That's not a gimme, no norms, is it?
You know what, norms?
It's not a gimme. It's not a gimme. It's not a gimme.
No.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And so, look, as it said, 7 points is just not enough. I mean, you look at that, you're just thinking 7 points. If it was 11 points, Aaron, as you said, you might be going, okay, all right then. You know what I mean? But it's only 7 points. Man City could put a run together, and before you know it, they're behind us and in front of us because we just lose it. The mentality just goes, and that's it. Our bottoms go, and that's it. Squeaky bum time. Famous words of Alex Ferguson, and that's where we're going to end up doing that if we don't sort it out and sort it out quick time.
Yeah. It needs to. Do you know what? It's funny. I was listening to Matty earlier, Southern Gooner, and when you mentioned Rocky, he said something about being the eye of the tiger, and he said we're more like eye of the squirrel.
Yeah, eye of the squirrel. That's what he said on Lee's, wasn't it? Eye of the squirrel, yeah.
And it hits harder in Matty's accent, doesn't it? Oh, it's funny.
I'm not even confident about Man United,
Not.
I'm not.
That's what I did want to mention. That's what I did want to mention. Our next two games, I always like to get. I wanted us to get to the 1st of Feb to just get the whole January out the way. Manchester City have got Wolves at home, Tottenham away. We've got Manchester United at home, Leeds away. They're big moments. They're big moments.
I reckon they
getting out of January. Absolutely, well
they
and truly,
2
100%
points behind after these next 2 fixtures.
Yep.
Man United,
and to be honest, this version of Spurs,
I saw enough of Man United. I saw enough of Man United under this Carrick that they're going to get their act. Every team go on a new manager bounce, and we haven't seen it. We haven't seen it from a lot of teams lately with new managers. They've not had that bounce. But I can honestly see Man United going on that bounce because Carrick's that kind of character. They all love him at Man United. He done well at Middlesbrough. I mean, look at the way they played against Man City. They were unrecognisable. Unrecognisable. And they always do well at the Emirates. They always find a way to frustrate us at the Emirates. We always find it really, really hard to beat them at the Emirates. So this game next Sunday, for me, is the biggest game of the season. Not Spurs, not Chelsea, not Liverpool. Arsenal, Man United at the Emirates is the one game. This is my derby. This is my derby, and I've got to be honest. If you look right now at the current performances, take away the league positions and all of that, take away the history of Man United in previous seasons and how they've done under Unai, Amrin and all that. Just look at right now on the last 2 games. Man United, the way they played against Man City, looked far better than us the way we played against Nottingham Forest and Liverpool, come to that. People are forgetting how we played against Liverpool as well. Everyone's going on about how we played against Nottingham Forest, but we were there, Aaron. We were absolutely woeful against Liverpool. Really bad against Liverpool, second half. And we're not even been much better against Forest. So we haven't really improved. Whereas Man United rocked up against Man City, look a completely different outfit. So I'm staying quiet on this one. I'm worried about it. This fixture worries me next season, next week. Really does.
Yeah, it's frustrating because we keep saying the same sort of thing. Winning to afford us these horrible draws. We're just getting these horrible draws. We've got to win. We've got to find that. Like I think it was it Shane that maybe said it earlier in the show. I've heard a couple of people say it, and it does ring true. And I'm going to copy and paste what they're saying. if any team puts in 6, maybe 7, maybe 8, 6 to 8 game winning run, they'll probably win the league. That's the team that win the league.
Yeah.
But where's it coming from? Where's
Don't
it
know.
coming from? That's
Don't know.
the worrying thing, you know, when you're looking at our fixtures now. I don't even think we're going to take maxi points. I'm with Shane. I'm looking at them next 2 games and I'm thinking 4 points max. Like, and I'm thinking Ellen Road is where we'll drop the points, by the way,
Leeds
because if
covered.
we can't get up for Liverpool at home, if we can't get up for Nottingham Forest away, let me tell you, Leeds will be well up for it, mate. They'll be bang up for this title.
They're a good side.
Trust me.
They're a good
Huh?
side.
Yeah,
They're a good side.
they'll be bang up for it without doing my terrible Kevin Keegan impression. They'll be bang up for it, mate. Yeah, and I'll love it if we beat them. Love it. But you know what I'm saying? Like we've got to be up for it. Leeds are going to turn up, mate. Their fans will be right up for it. Their players will be right up for it. And if we think we can go there anywhere near resembling the pathetic shower of shit that we've produced against Liverpool and Nottingham Forest, we won't even be in the game. Let alone within any chance of getting any points. We won't be in the game. We'll lose it. That's where we'll lose it. In them 2 games, we've got to buck our ideas up. But listen, I'm going to wrap it up there because I'm getting a bit tired. I've had a long bloody day. I haven't stopped. I know you lot don't really care, but I'm shattered. I'm absolutely drained. I haven't had a bit of time to myself today. The washing machine, fucking don't even get me started on the washing machine fiasco. That was just an absolute joke. I've been covered in of absolute fucking washing machine, 6 years of washing machine waste. Fucking for the last God knows how many hours. I have showered, by the way. I'm not a dirty bastard. I'm just going to let you know that. We are clean now, but I bloody weren't for about 2 hours laying there. I'm not a plumber, woman, laying on there. Yeah, fucking thinks I'm a plumber. Get me to do these fucking jobs. Look what happens. But yeah, listen, thank you very much, everyone in the chat. I do double appreciate it. We are still going strong. 19 days in. We are doing our alcohol freeze.
Well done, mate.
We are trimming down as well, man. We're in 88 kilograms. Boom, from 94 in 19 days. This is what we're doing. We're going to keep going. We're going to be healthy. And then in February, we're just going to put it all back on again. But nah, listen, man. DJB, what you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, we've got the Champions League tomorrow, haven't we? So I might do a late show after that. I don't know. Wednesday is the Mingle, me and Normski. Thursday, extra time show, Kenny Ken, hopefully, and see if I can get someone else on as well. Yeah, and then back to Sunday, to the Sunday sit back, taking in all the Man United game and everything else. So yeah, it's ticking along, my friend. It's ticking along. So big up to you, Aaron. Big up to the panel as always. Love this show. And obviously the chat. Big up to everyone in the chat as well.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. Yeah, the world class chat, as we love to call it over here, man. Rings true every time, man. We got faces in the chat that I've seen from Day Dot, from Video One. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? JCG's right there. Do you know what I mean? And we've seen a lot of regulars coming in here as well. Do you know what I mean? And they've stuck by all of us, by all of our channels. And honestly, one thing I can tell you is it is greatly, massively, super appreciated. There's never a second go by where we don't take any single one of you in the chat for granted. I like the rest of these guys, appreciate it so fucking much. It's unbelievable. Big up to the chat. Shane, what you got coming up, bruv? 10:30. Yeah. What's going on at 10:30 tomorrow? For fuck's sake,
it'll be the full Irish, and then we won't have the retro show because of the Arsenal matches on Tuesday.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I left it out.
Be next week. Be World Cup winners. World Cup winners will be Sood suggested World Cup winners. So we'll be some of them we've covered before, but it doesn't matter because it's all about winning. We will have there'll be a couple of kits that we can't pick because they've already won. When I went cheeky with the Brazil 94, I knew it would win, and yeah, that was a dirty one. That was a dirty one. But we did discover, Aaron, that we were doing an AFCON one, and O'Neill's is the makeover here that make all the school kits and they make all the GAA kits and stuff like that.
Unbelievable.
They'd made Congo's kit, man. I couldn't believe it. Congo 2022. They've never made an international kit, just Congo. It blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. O'Neill's, man, making the kits for Congo is amazing. I'll be ordering one now next week, I think. I get my YouTube money.
That
But big up
collection's
to the chat.
getting bigger and bigger, isn't it?
That's it. But I'll be back tomorrow morning, obviously, for the full Irish. What day is tomorrow? Tuesday, and then probably no old school show. Then that'll be Wednesday. So yeah, full Irish tomorrow, and then a match reaction, obviously, straight after the match reviews. Lethal reaction.
Yeah. No, brilliant, man. What about you, Normski? Mr. Nearly 1K. What's going on?
Listen, bro. Well, this might actually get me to 1K. Like, I'm just thinking about doing a rival show tomorrow as well, called the Full Composure Show.
With a full composure, will it have
Great composure, lad.
will it have
Great composure, lad.
Yeah, mate. If I can get the rights for that, I'll be up.
Such a.
I'll send it to you.
But no, for real, no. So no, I'm not actually doing a rival show. Saying nobody can beat the full Irish. No one can beat that. Do you know what I mean? No one can beat that. But I will be. I'm gonna try and see if I can do a match reaction after the Inter Man United game. Not that I really care, because at the end of the day, Man United is really the most important game at the week, and we're already qualified. But I'll be doing my what's going on pod on the Wednesday 6:30 with the OGs. Hopefully, have some people on for that, and then followed by the mingle with DJ B straight after that, and then round to the Bruised Banana on Thursday. I think will be my 34th appearance. Going for 49 unbeaten. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, other than that, I'm all good, bro. All good.
Buzzing,
It's
man.
been a great show. Big up to all of the panels, and big up to the world.
Always is brilliant.
Yeah, no, we thoroughly enjoy it. And it's just a couple of little clips to see you all off, guys. Big up to every single one of you.
I don't believe this. I don't fucking believe this. This fucking manager! I don't fucking believe this. Tottenham fucking Hotspur, the North London rivals, have won the Europa League. And I'm sitting here, panic, stages. Mikel Arteta! Sack this manager tonight! Sack him! And he's not down the road. We're never going to hear the end of it. This fucking manager. What phrase is Ange Postecoglou in?
Shamon, motherfucker. It's Shamon. Shamon. Ow! Ow! Motherfucker. Shamon, motherfucker. Shamon. Motherfucker. He's bad, invincible motherfucker. Ow! Shamon, motherfucker. Ow! Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Ow! 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 Shamon.
Great composure, lad.
Toodaloo.